Hi there, students. Bric-a-brac. Bric-a-brac. Okay, this talks about small objects, small ornaments, small pieces of decoration that you might have around the house that they have no real value. They're not very valuable. So a good antique dealer buys bric-a-brac and sells antiques. So I think this idea of bric-a-brac is talking about artistic things, but of lesser category. Yeah, they first used this word in the Victorian era. Yeah, to talk about decorated vases, a composition of dried flowers, something made of wax, or a decorated egg, or a figurine, or a painted miniature, or a beautiful frame, or something like that. So houses are normally full of bric-a-brac. You put it on the mantelpiece, you put something on the table. Yeah, bric-a-brac, these are normally things that you keep because you like them, because you think they're beautiful, because you associate some memory with them. So bric-a-brac are various decorative objects, all sorts of types, but of no great value. They do have some value, but they're not very valuable like an antique would be. So one of the things that I enjoy doing is walking around shops that sell bric-a-brac. Yeah. Okay, so what's the difference between bric-a-brac and second-hand goods? Probably not very much. Let's see. I don't think I would include clothes in the category of bric-a-brac. Yeah, or maybe domestic machines like a liquidizer or something like that. So in one of these charity shops, you can probably buy furniture, you could buy clothes, and you can buy bric-a-brac at prices that you can actually afford. Okay, so this is bric-a-brac, knickknacks, little ornaments, trinkets. Bibelot, or bibelots as the British would say. This is a French word, but it works very nicely as well. It's just miscellaneous objects, ornaments of low value. What do I mean low value? Probably less than £50. Yeah. So little decorative things. Yeah. Normally they've got ornamental or sentimental value. Yeah, they're not something that's really rare and really unusual, and something that a collector who spends fortunes would want to buy. Yeah. Okay, so bric-a-brac. What about formality? I think this word, I'm going to give it a 5 in formality, and I think you could use it absolutely anywhere. And then as to origin, it actually comes from French. There was a phrase in French, à bric et à brac, meaning randomly, here and there, haphazardly, in one place or another. So bric-a-brac, something I really enjoy looking at, because sometimes there are real gems among the bric-a-brac. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Bric-a-brac.